A devastating cyclone in Burma, violent demonstrations in Nepal, and a primary school principal wishes he had to eat only his words. Hello, everybody. I'm Todd Gross. I'm sitting in for the inestimable Doug Bernard. We start today in western Burma. Burma government reporting more than 10,000 people killed by Cyclone Nargis. The devastating storm hit Rangoon and the Irrawaddy region Saturday. Several 100,000 people now without food or shelter, according to the United Nations. Nargis winds reached 190 kilometers an hour. Now to Nepal. Nepali police beating up pro-Tibetan protesters in Kathmandu again. Throngs of demonstrators attempting to storm the Chinese embassy, demanding freedom for their Himalayan homeland. 125 were arrested. Tibetan exiles had suspended their protests until the completion of Nepal's first election in 9 years. More than 20,000 exiled Tibetans live in Nepal. China has ruled over Tibet since 1959. Meanwhile, China reporting that envoys of the Dalai Lama will meet with Chinese officials for a second round of talks. These talks aimed at easing the tensions over Tibet. China accuses the Dalai Lama of instigating the recent anti-China protests, a charge the Dalai Lama vehemently denies. China under blistering international criticism over heavy-handed tactics against pro-Tibetan protesters. Atrocious public relations for China, with the Summer Olympics in Beijing just months away. Now to the Middle East and Jerusalem. U.S. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice there for talks with Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert on forging a Mideast peace plan. But Olmert may have other things on his mind. He's weathering an intensive investigation over charges of corruption. Police last week interrogating Olmert over fresh charges of wrongdoing, a court barring publication of the accusations. Israeli pundits wondering whether Olmert will step down before President Bush arrives in Israel May 13th. Tuesday brings some important primary elections in the race for the White House, with Senators Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama vying for every vote in Indiana and North Carolina. Read all about it in our homepage in the special tab for the 2008 U.S. election right here at voanews.com. And our last story today takes us to a primary school in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, where we find the principal encouraged by his students calmly eating his lunch. Principal Ryan Moran last month lost a bet to his student body for which he's eating worms, a 10-year-old's dream. He challenged the students to read for 150,000 minutes in a month, and they wound up reading for nearly twice that.
If all I have to do is eat some worms to get these students to read 290,000 minutes in a month, I'll do it every year.
And eat he did. Even a delightful earthworm ice cream sundae for the Worm King. That's it for now. I'm Todd Grossans. And by the way, if you get 10 of your friends to watch the Daily Download, Doug Bernard will eat some worms right here. Didn't actually say he'd do that, but I don't see why not. That again, is it. And Doug Bernard will be back Tuesday. Until then, we'll see you.